Okay, so we're on the iPad and we're going to have a look at using Minecraft Education. So we've already signed in and we're going to come across and click onto play. Okay, so we've got a few options, but for today we are going to go on to create new and we're going to look at using a template. And if you could choose the template, which is block of grass, and we're going to play it. Okay, so it's going to take a few seconds to load up, but then we will have a flat world that we can start developing some of our skills that we will need later on to use the game. Okay, so here we are in a flat world, a Minecraft world, and I'm clicking and moving my finger around, which is actually my eyes being able to look around where I want to look at. If I go up, there we are, we can see the sky with all the square and rectangle clouds. And then if I go down onto the grass, you'll notice something happens. Can you see where I'm looking? It starts to highlight little squares. I'm moving quite quickly around them at the moment because I don't want to dig a hole. We'll explain about that in a moment. But I'm able now to look around with my eyes, and if I come here, I've got some controls, and these allow me to move in the direction I want to walk. I can go forwards, backwards, to the left, to the right, but I can also go and move diagonally if I choose to do so. So as you become more skillful, you'll be able to look around with your eyes and actually move in the direction that you want to with your Minecraft legs. So you'll be using two hands. The right hand to look around, the left hand to actually move. And this takes a little bit of practice, and the more you play the game, the easier it will. So if you are moving around and you start making a hole, for example, like this one, don't get frustrated because I'll show you how we can solve that next. So I've got a hole. So my top tip is to go down to the bottom bar, which is the inventory, and click onto the three dots. And here, this is where we can add the blocks that we can use for building. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come down to the magnifying glass and I'm going to type in the word grass, and I am going to click onto a block of grass, and then I click onto my inventory. So that means now I'm able to use a block of grass. Let's go to the top right hand corner and X that out. So let's move myself over to my hole I just made, and I'm going to give one short click. So it's the short press that allows us to be able to build. If I press and hold for over 1 second, that's when I start digging holes. So you notice when I dig a hole, I click onto it, it highlights that area and then it deletes it. If I want to build, it's a short click, one tap quickly that fills the hole. So let's go over that again. Longer presses, longer taps, delete, short taps, build. So there we are. Everyone makes holes the first time they use Minecraft, so you know how to fill them. So if I wanted to get and build something else, I would tap onto the circle in my inventory and I delete the grass. And this time, for example, I'm going to go for this object, which is oak wood. I clicked onto it, click and add it to my inventory so I'm able to use it. And then now I'm back on my Minecraft world. So I need to make sure I've chosen my oak wood planks. I'm going to move around, making sure I don't bump into any sheep. And then I am going to do a short tap to be able to place the object on the floor. I can click onto the floor to build it. I can also click onto the side of a previous shape. So there we'll be able to see that we're able to start building our shapes and being able to look around and move around. On the right hand side, this button here, if I double tap that, that actually makes me go up in the air, so I can actually start moving up and flying. So this is going to be important when we're actually building towers and large objects. So an overview of the basics of using Minecraft. When I'm finished building, I come up to the pause button, I tap the pause button, and then I tap save and exit. And it asks me to save and exit for the second time. So there we are, there's my world now saving, and it's going to stay on my iPad on this device. Just loading a few resources, generating my world for me. And then now if I went back onto view my worlds, there we can see it's our block of grass. But I'm going to need to name that, because when I go back to it, I need to recognize the world I'm playing with. So I clicked onto it, and this time I'm going to go on to settings, and you can see every world is called block of grass. But if I click there, and if we call this world introduction, I can now, when I click exit, we can see our world has been saved. So there we are, an intro to using Minecraft Education.